And that's what I had to do last night because my boy didn't come back on. My boy didn't come on. Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Thursday to y'all. Happy Thursday. Another beautiful day here, folks. Another beautiful day. Hope everybody's doing well. I guess you can consider this Scammy with a Sammy, but I just had breakfast, so whatever. Eat whatever you want, drink whatever you want. Don't care. No, the bloated tick has not been on since yesterday, since he had that major melty when he was trying to show that I said that I was talking to Chaos on the phone, and I said, no, I never said that. Truth said that. Truth was on the phone. And then he spent like 10 minutes trying to find a recording of me saying that, which he couldn't because I never said it. Even though Charlie was in the box and said to Sean, no, Sean, she didn't say that. No, Sean, she didn't say that. And then she just refused to listen. He refused to listen to her. And then she dropped out of a box. And then she put in the chat, and, like I said, hats off to Charlie for this. She said, I'm not sticking up for Scam, but for what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And she never said that. So I'm not sure how long he was on after that because I had to go watch my son play football. And I don't know how much longer he was on. But he did not come back on last night. So there's speculation out there. Speculation that he packed everything up and left. But that's speculation. Because we know packing up everything would mean probably about 15-minute tops. There's speculation that he was just so butthurt that he didn't come back on. Lots of speculation. But I guess we'll see when, the tick makes another appearance. We'll see. Quite honestly, as I've said multiple times, I could give a rat's ass. Where he goes, what he's doing. My main thing is he is a freaking beggar, and whenever he begs, I will be talking about it. Yeah, he has a lot of stuff. What a pile of bullshit. I mean, for those of you that didn't see when I jumped in a box yesterday, now I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to go in there and give him any more views. Because part of me is like, I don't want people in there because I don't want them sending them money. But on the other hand, I'm like, most of the people that go in there, if I go in a box, are supporters of mine. And they want to see everything go down live. And the other thing is let's face it, new people that go in there aren't going to be in there for 5 minutes and be like, oh, I'm gonna give this freaking moron $100. I mean, it just doesn't happen like that. So I went in there and, I have to say, Jackie was in a box, Charlie was in there, and I was mainly talking to Charlie because, Sean had his elevated to, he's doing the same things. I said, last summer he needed the car, he scammed money out of somebody and he wouldn't send it back. And he said he needed the car for better medical treatment, and he hasn't gotten any. So then he went into you don't know what I do. I've been doing stuff that people don't know about. Bullshit. Because when Shawnee does something, he always wants a pat on the back for it. And if he had gone to the doctor and he had gone to do what he needed to do, he would have told everybody. And he's never said anything about a doctor. So I cry bullshit on that one. The other good comment I got out that I hope people open their eyes about, and I said this in the box, was when, the whole thing with the truck. Oh, I need this truck to move. I need it so bad. I have to transport my cats, and they need a place to be able to walk around. And, I need this truck because I have so much stuff I've accumulated since I moved, and I can't do it in my car. And I said, and then all of a sudden, Charlie, he doesn't need the car anymore, or he doesn't need the truck, and the car's going to be fine. I said, make that make sense. And, and she said, I can understand what Scammy's saying about, the car and the truck. And then he went into I have to leave stuff behind because I can't fit it in my car. Bullshit. We know that Sean, if he's purchased anything that's new for him, that's worth keeping, it was stuff that people bought for him for his kitchen. Period. No, he was begging for a truck about 3 weeks ago. He thought for sure like that he was going to collect $4,000 for a pickup truck, and it never happened, and he was very, very pissed about that. And then, within 2 weeks now he was asking for $1,220 for a deposit on a new place. So, but the whole premise of the truck was he could not move without it because his car wasn't going to make it, blah, blah, blah. And then next day, all of a sudden, his car is going to be fine. So, listen, he's full of shit. I honestly don't even think he needs the money for an apartment. I still believe he's moving in with his girlfriend. Who the hell knows where she lives? I could give a rat's ass. She says she lives in Vermont. He says he's moving to Vermont. I still think he's moving to Maine because he's made so many slip-ups where he said that he needs the money to move home. So I don't believe anything he says. So he can, he can flounder over there all he wants. He could stutter and he can go to try to come up with the right answer that, he wants people to hear. Yesterday he got bitch slapped around. Simple as that. When after I said the thing about the truck and I kept repeating to him, I never said anything on a recording about me talking to Chaos. Once he realized he was probably wrong, all of a sudden he dropped myself, he dropped Jackie, and then he blocked me. So there you go. That all you need to know about somebody is if you're telling the truth and you're telling stuff that people don't want out there and they block you and they drop you from a box, that to me is guilt. Big time. Big time, big time. So we'll see what the tick has to do today or the next couple days when he's online. I really don't believe anything he says. I will believe shit when I see it from this point on because he lies constantly. And who knows? He could have left early this morning. He could be still leaving Monday or Tuesday. I don't care. I hope to God that nobody sends him any more money. I still don't know if it's true and he's moving into a place and he's still going to owe over $500 in a security deposit because he never collected the $1,220. How the fuck is he going to do that when he's on a limited income? You know damn well this place is going to be more expensive than he's at now. And he already said he's going to buy furniture or rent furniture, which is going to give him another bill. I'm assuming that mayhaps in wherever he's going, Vermont, Maine, the rent-to-center fees may not be the same. I don't think they're the same all the way across the United States. That'll be silly if it was. So we'll see what happens with that. We shall see what happens with that. Somebody asked a while ago about the football game. So, the football game. Let's talk about how the football game started last night. My son's team has the ball. My son gets the snap, goes back, hands it off. A kid who gets the ball rolls out to the right, and he starts slipping on the turf, and he just chucks the ball, and the ball becomes an interception. That's how the game started. And quite honestly, the game didn't get much better than that. But there were 2 wins, okay? There were 2 wins, even though they lost the game. 2 wins in my eyes, okay? Number 1, my son didn't break anything. He didn't get concussed. He wasn't sacked a ridiculous amount, thanks to the fact that he's pretty fast. And he did score the only touchdown for the team. It was a quarterback sneak. He ran about 6 yards, touchdown. Yay, rah, rah, they lost by a lot. Does it bother me? No, because the majority of the kids on the team have never played football. But the best comment of the night from the coach, because we were sitting behind, obviously, on the visitor side, and the coach is a yeller. He was yelling a lot of stuff. And every time my son went back to throw the ball, there was this one big kid on the other team that always broke through the line immediately. And my son had to scramble to get out of a sack. So finally, after about the fourth or fifth time that happened, the coach yells to the kid, "Hey, so-and-so, are you going to ever block for your quarterback, or do you hate him?" So that was a great quote. I loved it. That summed up the night. There were some positive things. There were some negative things. Hopefully some things will iron itself out. So we'll see. But it was good to see my son back on the football field. He played in 4th and 5th grade, and he liked it. But the problem, when he played in 4th and 5th grade, and this is the problem, to me, there's a big problem in this country with organized sports. And what the problem is that I've seen a lot of times, and I'm not only talking my son's team, it happens all over the place. It happens in my town, every town, all over the country. When you have a parent that is a coach, and generally, obviously, for boys sports, they're the fathers. And when you have a father coaching and their son is on a team, they want to make sure that their kid gets as much ball time as possible. And what happened when my son played in 4th and 5th grade is that was the case. The coach had a son who at the time, was pretty fast because he was small. And I would say 8 out of 10 plays was a handoff to him. And I would say most of those times the kid was taken down within a couple yards. Yeah, he had some good runs, but most of the time taken down. So after 2 years of that, and my son being a quarterback and him not having the opportunity to really throw the ball or do anything like that, my son got pretty sick of it, and he was losing interest because everything was just so one-dimensional. It was always hand off to this kid, hand off to this kid, hand off to this kid. And the 2 years that he played, they never won a game. So fast forward to now. Okay, this kid is now on the freshman team. The kid has barely grown. And in high school football, you really don't have a running back. You have fullbacks, which means they might take the ball, they might block, they might run out, take a pass, that kind of stuff. That kid now barely plays because he's too small. And I think back now for all those years, and not only those 2 years that my son played, but 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. How many kids didn't get an opportunity to run a ball? How many kids didn't have an opportunity to run a pass route and get a pass, get a catch? Because there was so much emphasis on the coach's son. And now they are where they are, where they have a freshman team. And, some of the players were on, that team from when my son was growing up, and they played through 8th grade. Those kids that continued on to high school have no football skills. And again, I think that happens a lot in kids' sports where a father coaches and their child gets the most play time, even if they don't deserve it. And that was a big thing that I saw last night. It was pretty bad. So, but I'm sure that there will be times where they will win, and that's what you look for. Getting better. So, we will wait for Shawnee, and we will see what happens today. But there's something else I want to talk about today for a little while. If any of you guys caught FWA and Smash's live last night, or you've been hearing rumblings of what's going on, in a nutshell, a mod in FWA's live 2 nights ago made a homophobic remark about Mikey. Now, listen, everybody knows I am not a fan of Mikey's. I don't agree with what he does. But, again, when we talk about what's right and all that, I will always point out what's right and what's wrong. So, somebody made a comment, and I'm paraphrasing. This is based on what I heard. Somebody made a comment about something to the extent of Mike likes things up his rear end. And then last night, the next day, FWA made a similar comment. Mikey said something about he has a bidet, and she made some comment about, oh, he likes things up his back end. Ha, 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 ha. So, one of her supporters was in a box. I don't know what the gentleman's name is. I do believe he is part of my community. And he said to Smash that he thought that the comment was homophobic because she was using that out of anger to minimize that, and the comment minimized our already marginalized community. And she was using that as a weapon as to make him feel less than, or make him feel as though that since, she said he does like that he's less of a person. And I completely agree with that. So she came in a box and she was defending it. The deflection was real. She was like fucking Wonder Woman with her bracelets on, deflecting. I only said that to him. That doesn't mean I mean that for everybody. Bullshit. And how do I know that that's bullshit? Because I guarantee you, if a YT person went into her live and called somebody the N-word, it would be so-and-so is racist, so-and-so called everybody the N-word, blah, 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 blah. And then if anybody of color went into her boxes and said, I'm really offended by what you said, and the person said, well, I wasn't referring to you, I was referring to this person, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You make a comment like that, and you are doing it and using it as a weapon, whether it's the N-word, whether it's making fun of somebody who may or may not be of a certain smexual persuasion, okay? So I don't want to hear that bullshit. So she sat around deflecting. I stand 10 toes down with what I said about Mikey, and people are like, but no, you don't understand. When you make a comment like that, it's not just to that person. It's to a whole community, and the whole community gets pissed. Well, I didn't say it to them, and if they took it that way, I'm sorry, but no, fucking no. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't fucking work like that, and you know what? Her platform doesn't work like that. How many times has she had people up there for them saying words like that and people in her boxes and her railing them out? It doesn't work like that. I have to say, she has become the biggest hypocrite on this app. I never thought I'd say that, but she's saying she doesn't lie. It seems like every time something questionable went on, when she was live in her boxes, she said, oh, well, I was muted. I didn't hear that. Fuck you. When you're muted, you can hear still. It just means that you're not talking or you're talking to somebody else. Don't make it sound like you didn't know what was going on. Because as we always say, if it's your platform, you're responsible for what goes on in your boxes. And it doesn't matter if you are muted or if you're not muted. If shit goes down in your live, it's your live. So it was, and as soon, this was the best part. She was in there saying, I'm not bothered by it. You guys could say what you want, because people were absolutely destroying her in the chat. Absolutely destroying her. And you could hear as she was reading these comments, she was getting more demoralized because people were saying you're just a beggar. You used your platform, just all this shit. I'm not bothered by anything you guys say. She says, I'm going to keep doing what I do. And you get blah, blah, blah. So guess what? As soon as somebody has a clip, all of a sudden she's got to drop from a box and she's got to leave. And then after she does that, guess what she does? She goes live. She says, I don't talk about anybody unless they talk about me first. First of all, people talk about everybody on social media, on TikTok. If a story comes up, people are going to say somebody's name. So FWA, get over yourself. I don't understand why she thinks she is this high and mighty person where you need permission to say my name or you need permission to stream me. Fuck you. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. One thing that she and Florida Man do have in common is they both use this copyright thing. And I heard Lala, one of her mods last night, using the copyright thing when Smash went in FWA's live and Lala was like, Smash, I don't want you talking about me anymore. And she's like, well, you don't? I'm sorry about that. So what I'll do then is I'll talk to you about you every night for the next 5 nights. And then Lala says, well, then I'm going to copyright my name so you can't do it. These fucking people, I'll tell you, they do not understand what a copyright is. They don't understand what an LLC is. It's not like you could wake up one morning and while having your coffee, you could copyright your name. It doesn't work like that. But just like Florida Man said, how he copyrighted everybody's name and everybody's page name, and they can't do this anymore, and I own it. It doesn't work like that. Jesus. I'm going to copyright my name so you can't say it. Oh, okay. Good luck with that. I hope you have the money for it, number one. I hope you have the time to fill out the paperwork, number two. And I hope you have the couple weeks it takes for you to get that so-called copyright. So they can just all shut up over there. Now, with that in mind, it brought me back to a situation that I had with FWA a couple months ago. Now, to be honest with you, I still don't even know what the hell crawled up her ass where she told me to come over to her live. Now, I took a video of the messages, okay? The messages, DMs between her and I on July 20th. Okay, now, somebody had said to me, FWA wants you to go over there because you were talking about her and the HJ GoFundMe, or you tied her in with that. And I'm like, what? And I'm like going through my head thinking, what the hell is she talking about? Did I talk about her? And I'm thinking, first of all, who the fuck cares if I talked about her? But second of all, did I ever bring her up about something about Hair Junkie with the GoFundMe? I have no fucking clue. I don't remember that. The only stuff I remember about Welcome in, Trace. The only thing I remember about the GoFundMe is I was telling people if you're going to donate to something in honor of Hair Junkie, donate to the GoFundMe because it goes to the family for expenses. So, I wrote to her, good evening, nope, never brought you up regarding the GoFundMe for HJ. Don't know how my name got mixed up in that. I don't even know what your position is on the GoFundMe platform. I don't even know who you are, anything about you besides us being on different sides of TikTok, okay? Now, this was the phrase that set her off into what I'm going to play for you. Notice how I put there, would like to know who made the allegations. Would like to know who made the allegations. Notice, no question mark at the end. Would like to know who made the allegations. Meaning, I would like to know who made the allegations. So then, she messages me back. Hold on. Damn it. I hate playing these things on like iPhones and iPads because it's very hard to stop them. Okay. So then she says, yes, I would like you to come to my live tomorrow and tell the people who made those allegations. I would appreciate it because I don't be messing with you all. I'll be on at 6. And I said, I don't know who made the allegations. Because I said, would like to know who made the allegations. And then she says, you asked if I wanted to know. Why you ask if you don't know? And I said, would like to know who made the allegations, not would you like to know who made the allegations? I have no clue why I was even brought up in a conversation about you. So that was our conversation on that, okay? And again, in the message, as you see, she told me to come over at 6 p.m. And I was like thinking, absolutely fuck you. You're not going to tell me when to come over. You're not going to tell me to come over because the one thing I do know about you is that your platform is garbage. All you do is hate on people. And worst of all, you allow people to drop people in boxes if they send you fucking money. And as all of you know, I am not a fan of that. I never have been. Any of these people, any of these creators on TikTok, and she was never in the awareness community. So I'm not clumping her in there with that. But the fact that a majority of her live is taking a big old crap on people, letting people in boxes take a crap on people, and then she's constantly saying, tap, tap, tap that screen, send the populars, send the populars, y'all. And she's got her Cash App and all that. She's a beggar. It's as simple as that. And she was flexing it last night when she was so pissed saying, I'm on vacation right now. And I'm going back on vacation. And I'm going on vacation in October. And it's because of the money that I get on TikTok. Shut up. Nobody cares because you know what? You want to use that money that you're getting off of hate by having people pay you to drop people out that you don't want to say the truth or you don't want to say their part. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And without saying names, you know damn well who her number one benefactor is of sending money. We know that. We've seen it multiple times, and it cracks me up. It absolutely cracks me up that person is constantly in a box over there. She has been given a platform so many times to spew hate and misinformation on people. And let's review something. FWA's followers, up until Bougie got in there, were not YT people. But now that that person is in there, there's a whole lot of YT people in there now. In her boxes, spewing the hate, spewing the lies. It's the same people that we've seen before that hang with Florida Man. We all know that fucking Florida Man lies. And yet she is allowing these people in boxes. And anytime people send FWA information about this woman that's in her box all the time, she says, I don't want to see it. I don't want to know it. Stop sending me information about her. And this is the same person who used the N-word. And FWA lets her sit in a box. But again, it's all about the money. It's all about the money with her. All about the money. So, when I was listening, okay, I didn't listen to the live after she invited me over, because unlike many people that get butthurt a lot on this app, if I find out somebody's going to talk about me, I won't even tune into it. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I'll hear it on a replay if I catch a clip of it or whatever. But I did get the recording of her live when she wanted me over that day and I didn't go. And she knows nothing about me. According to her, there was a clip of a live that I think Beast Mode, who does not like me because of the problems with T and I, and she is a big T supporter. But I guess Beast Mode has a YouTube channel, and she posted a live of mine or something, and 45 minutes in, I mentioned FWA's name. Well, fuck you. If I did, I did. If I didn't, I didn't. I don't even know. Haven't heard it. But this is a woman who knows nothing about me except a clip that she heard of me where I mentioned her name. So she says she doesn't go after people that she doesn't know. She didn't fucking know me at all. In fact, when she showed the messages that she and I had DM'd back and forth, she had to verify it was me, because she didn't even know who I was. But listen to what she said about me. Now remember, she doesn't go after people she doesn't know. Listen to this bullshit. And this was from June 21st, her live.
This Scammyclaus. Thank you. Is this Scammyclaus?
It's blurry.
SCAMMYCLAUS. Is that her?
Yes. From the one that I've seen and know. Oh, thanks, you guys. I wasn't even looking at the phone. I was tapping and doing other things.
Nice double. Thank you. You got some kind of Santa Claus something going on?
Yeah, yes, exists. That one's her. Yes, that one's her.
All right. So the light might kind of have a little situation, but I'm going to read this between me and her, right? Because I ain't going to put her shit up in the backdrop and all the things, but I'm going to read this to y'all, okay? Good evening.
That's me.
Nope. Never brought you up regarding the GoFundMe for XJ. Don't know how my name got mixed up in that. I don't even know what your position is on the GoFundMe. I don't even know you or anything about you besides us being on different sides of TikTok. Would you, now she asked me, now is this not a question? Would like to know who made the allegations. So is she asking me a question, or
No.
she wants to know who made those allegations?
No. Would like to know who made the allegations. Without a question mark at the end? That is not a question. It was a comment. Would like to know who made those allegations. So already she's wrong. Punctuation is important, FWA.
Allegations.
That's a question.
Of course, there's Lala. That's a question.
So I asked her, I said, yes, I would like you to come to my live tomorrow and tell the people who made the allegations. I would appreciate it because I don't mess with none of y'all, right? I'll be on at 6 p.m. She says, I don't know who made the allegations. Oh, no, she's telling you. That's her nature. Oh, okay. Oh, she a bossy bitch, huh?
See, now she doesn't know anything about me. Mm-hmm.
I said, you asked if I wanted to know. Why ask if you don't know? What's up, Neil? I said, in quotations, would like to know who made the allegations, not would you like to know who made the allegations. I have no clue why I was even brought up in a conversation.
Bingo.
Well, Scammyclaus, I don't know if you watch Beast Mode or not.
Nope.
Beast Mode is a blogger. Y'all not tapping the screen, and I can't have you in here if you're not tapping the screen.
Beggar.
Okay, but Beast Mode is right here. And Beast Mode sent me the clip and let me know that you did speak on me 45 minutes within the clip that I got.
Ooh, somebody spoke on her. Ooh, federal crime. Now, to this point, I don't even know what was said because you know what? She never shows any proof of what she's talking about. To this day, I still don't even know what I said because I don't give a shit. Because if I had ever said anything about FWA, it was probably about her that she collects money to kick people out of a box and she's on Messy Talk. That's all I knew about her. Okay, she read exactly what I wrote. If she took it as, would you like to know who made that allegation, rather than would like to know who made that allegation with a period at the end rather than a question mark, then Hooked on Fucking Phonics worked for me, not so much for you.
So my thing about that is Miss Scammyclaus, I don't know you.
Okay, so she just said
I don't know you at all.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Terrible.
Now remember, last night she said, I don't go after people I don't know. I don't do that. That's not how I work. I don't do that. Okay?
Face, Scammyclaus. Terrible. You look miserable. You look miserable as hell. As fuck. This you?
So she's showing
This
a
you,
picture.
lady?
She's showing a picture.
I know you lie.
This you, lady? You look like you lived a very hard life. All right? You lived a very hard life. Your face ain't the life for me. So you're not a face that I would want into my space.
Her face look like they lift weights. I'm going
Maybe she need a little Botoxed.
No, her face looks like a Halloween mask. Let's keep it a buck.
Maybe she need a little Botox it. Okay?
Botox ain't gonna fix that shit. She needs plastic surgery.
You look very toxic and unhappy within yourself, ma'am.
Guys, just so you know, I look tostic. I'm not sure what tostic is. Obviously, Hooked on Phonics did not work for you, FWA, because you're making up words over there. Tostic.
Worried about who's scamming. But there's no way that I'm a scammer if I'm always giving back to the people and also giving advice to other people to give back to the people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
She got a face only a dog would lick in love, okay?
She got smacked with an old hag stick.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. I just need to know does that dog put the peanut butter on their face or not, so she'll lick it anyway.
I don't know, but that's only a face a dog would love, sweetheart.
Hello, everyone.
What's up, Powers?
Hey, Powers.
Hi, Powers. Hi, Pound Cake.
We got a lot to cover today,
Hey,
Powers. My name been ringing all in days, so we're going to go ahead and cover those who are speaking on this.
Yeah, Fred's name been dropping like gems around the Messy Talk.
I'm sure a lot of y'all mad as hell that y'all can't get the genuine love to where people not going to use you to get a platform and all the things.
Bullshit. Many people use you, and the only reason why you do it is for money. You are all about the fucking money, FWA. And you just said that you give back and you tell people, fuck you. You're flexing last night that the money that you made on TikTok and your husband's money is allowing you to live the life you live, which quite honestly is about one step up from a cesspool. One motherfucking step up from a cesspool. And if you want to flex, oh, I'm going on vacation and I'm going on vacation again next week. And with all the people's money you collect so they can spout their bullshit and lies, you want to flex on that? You got problems, girl. You need to make it right with the Lord.
Get it. Y'all old hags is mad. Y'all need to go to Hansel and Gretel's witches and ask them to grant your wish.
Which makes no fucking sense.
Of not being an ugly bitch. All right. Thank you, Cherie. Thank you. Yeah. Tell them Large Marge sent you. I don't know who the fuck is Large Marge, but all right.
Large Marge and in charge.
Pee Wee Herman. Remember, tell him Large Marge sent you?
Oh, the bitch in the...
Okay, because I was like...
Pee Wee Herman. Marge.
Large Marge.
What's your job today? What's y'all job today? Y'all almost... Oh, there we go, Pound Cake. There we go. Block 2. You gotta block them.
I did both. I did.
All right. Not just mute them, but y'all gotta block them. I don't know who glaucoma is, but is there a reason why you're trying to get up in the box?
I think that's all.
Not y'all trying to get me to say Megan. Thank you. That's so pretty.
Oh, of course she's getting gifts and all. So, again, FWA, go fuck yourself. Okay? I love how the people that have always tried to go after me on this app, what do? They make comments about looks. They make comments about whatever. Things they don't even know. That's what they do. I've said it a million times. I could give a shit what they say about me. And the reason why they do this is because I've done nothing sketchy like these bitches have done on this app. So that's what they go for. Miss Thing over there, y'all need to look at yourself in the mirror. If you want to go after looks, girl. One of the things that is absolutely deplorable about this woman, besides many things, the condescending voice that she uses towards people. She allows people in her boxes for money so they can weaponize her platform to go against people that these people in the boxes don't like. And she doesn't know shit about the people and what they're talking about in the boxes. But the fact that she got those good old Benjamins, she doesn't care. But this is the kicker. She got pissed off and I'm going to say I think, because I didn't hear it. I heard this from word of mouth. That Mikey reached out to her 20-year-old son and called him or talked to him. And it was a federal fucking case yesterday with her. Federal fucking case. Oh, he reached out to my son. That's bullshit. You can't do that stuff. Go in real life, blah, 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 blah. You know what? FWA, look around with who you sit next to. Look around who pays to get in boxes. Look around for people in your boxes that you invite up there. Because you know what, you moron? You have people sitting in your boxes that have doxed people, that have gone real life on people. Case in point, you let fucking Florida Man up there. And firsthand knowledge, he fucking doxed me. He fucking doxed my wife. He said that he was going to call all my family members when he was in a Discord chat. And yet you fucking let him sit up there. When he does the same bullshit that you're complaining about now. That makes you a raging hypocrite. Your platform is all about how much money is going to be lining your pockets. You don't give a shit about people. You make it sound as if you care about people and, oh, you help people. Fuck you. You don't care about anybody except how much money you're bringing in. And it's all based on hate. As you said yourself last night, you're using that money and you go on vacations and you use that money so you can live the life that you want to live. You, Miss Ma'am, are garbage. Your platform is garbage, and it's become even more garbage since you started allowing certain people to come in there and spew their hate and spew their lies. And everybody has opened their eyes to the fact that you don't give a shit about anybody except yourself and how much you're bringing in. And that's disgusting. And that's deplorable. And you are a deplorable human being. Absolutely she is. Exactly. Now, I want to play for you part of her live last night, okay? Because she went on live, and this was after she was in Smash's box saying that she doesn't care what people think about her. I'm not pressed about what people think about me, what people say about me. Listen to this. And I'm not going to play all of it because she just repeated herself over and over again.
Y'all hear me all the time like, I don't care. Let them say and do whatever they gonna do. What's up, Christina? I'm trying to really understand why people like to sit up and play in my face, but I'm glad that a lot of people don't come here no more because y'all the people that sit up and play in people's face.
Yeah, you don't care that people don't come in there anymore. Bullshit. Because your platform is all about how much money you get. And you get more money when people are there. And when the people are not there, you're making dick. Everything she says here that she's not upset about, she's fucking pressed about. Listen, this is FWA.
I didn't have anything to do with any situation. If a motherfucker speaking on me, I don't have the right to speak back on them. Can anybody tell me why I would have anything to say? Yeah, they the ones playing. What's up, Mook? Oh, they most definitely the ones playing, for sure. I know they the ones playing, but I ain't stupid. Like I said, they can say what they want to say. They could do what they want to do. But I know for sure, it might have not been unknown. It might have been Queen E they was sitting up on the panel with, talking shit about me. And don't even know me, because that's how I found out that they was talking.
Talking shit about somebody and they don't even know me. You don't do that now, do you, FWA? No, you don't do that at all, do you?
Because somebody shared the live to me. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is with y'all think that somebody really, really be scared of y'all over there on this fucking shit. Nobody's scared of y'all, and I'm gonna respond to a bitch talking shit about me if I need to. Cause remember, that's when I started calling Holly Mae, Holly who, Holly who? Why is Holly who talking about me? Like, what we talking about?
I'm going to skip ahead a little.
I was talking shit to a motherfucker, and sometimes when you motherfucker talk shit to a motherfucker, shit come out, but it's not directed at you. So why should you take offense to it?
Now, this is where she said about somebody, Mike, liking things up his rear end. Okay, so here she's deflecting again.
Talking about I was being homophobic when I wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
Talking shit to a motherfucker, and sometimes when you motherfucker talk shit to a motherfucker, shit come out, but it's not directed at you. So why should you take offense to it?
So if you make fun of a lesbian, and you make some vile comments about that person's lifestyle or someone who's gay or whatever, but the comments directed only towards one person, that doesn't mean that other people in that marginalized community aren't going to get pissed, and they shouldn't. Shut all the way up.
If it wasn't directed at you, why would you take offense to it? Why wouldn't you just inbox me about everything that you normally inbox me about? But some of y'all just want to make a spectacle, want to make a problem. Oh, it don't. Listen, y'all be talking about I'm sorry you was done. Like,
Yeah, T had to pay her to be able to stream her. And that's how stupid T is. You know, T says, oh, I don't bend to anybody. Yeah, you did. You bent to FWA. And you said, do you mind if I stream you? And FW said, well, you're going to have to pay for it. And she said, okay.
like that, I don't feel no kind of way about none of that. I ain't letting no dancers up, so please don't ask. Y'all are no...
Girl, you want to say I look like somebody? I'm going to tell you what. You know who you look like, girl? You look like Rerun. You look like Rerun. What the hell was that show? Shit, I forgot the name of that. You want to talk about me? You look like fucking Rerun. Are you going to go into your live next time and say, hey, Raj, what's happening? Hey, Raj. You want to talk about looking miserable? Shit.
different than the people that y'all say y'all are fucked over by. Y'all are no different. And I'm still going to stand on who I am.
A beggar.
Can't nobody pull up no clip of a lie that I told.
I just did. Sorry, girl.
Y'all the ones who told me that Skittles was racist. Am I correct? Are y'all not the ones who told me Skittles was racist?
This is about Skittles.
Because I still be letting people up in the box, and I still be nice to people. And I'm still gonna be the same person I was yesterday.
Still nice to people. Yeah, okay.
Y'all say I was crying about being doxxed. Y'all never saw a tear.
Oh, but you sure as hell were pissed off. You were pissed off about it.
Y'all say all the things to try to make somebody feel some kind of way, and it don't work with me. It don't work with me. If you don't fuck with me no more, it ain't gonna be no love lost with me. It's gonna be bye-bye. Y'all try to make it seem like somebody is what? I don't understand what y'all trying to make it seem like. But I wouldn't know any of these stories. Y'all never heard me say anything about Retina and Holly Mae until they was sitting up in the panel talking shit about me.
Now there's questions about that, so I'm waiting to hear. and see receipts about that, because according to what was said, Retina and Holly Mae, FWA claims that they started talking shit about it. Now listen, I could give a rat's ass about this stuff because, again, people can talk about whoever they want on this. The T pages talk about whoever they want. Freaking FWA talks about whoever she wants. Lets people in her boxes talk about whoever they want. Miss Ma'am, you are no better than anybody else on this app. In fact, you're a lot worse than most people on this app, quite honestly. If people want to say your name and people want to talk about it, fucking deal with it. Deal with it. You are nobody. You are just another nameless, faceless person on this app that has a platform. You are no better than anybody. You don't deserve any special treatment because you have a platform. No. So if people want to talk about your ass, they can.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. They all can be weird, but see, that'll show y'all. People will turn on you in an instance, even when you don't turn on them. Because how many times have you heard me say, "Hey, don't do that. I fuck with Smash," but it's not Smash's fault. It ain't Smash's fault. She can't control these motherfuckers. The Whoville folks, right? Y'all remember that when I started? Well, y'all stand, so y'all want me to be a follower. I'm not a follower.
You follow,
okay, good night, Miss Erica.
You follow the money, girl.
But it seems to me that y'all like to try to control people. I don't let nobody control me. I don't let nobody control who I fuck with. They tried it over here, so why y'all trying?
P.S. Yeah, you do let people control you. Because when you have bougie in a box and she pays you money and you let her go off on people that you have no clue who they are, which you have admitted, when you do that, you are being controlled. You're being controlled because you know as soon as you have a falling out with bougie and with all those other people, which will inevitably happen, based on the track record that I've seen for a long time, you know when that happens, you're going to be losing money. So yes, ma'am, you do let people control you.
On it over there. It ain't gonna work for y'all. It ain't gonna turn out great for y'all. It ain't gonna turn out the way you think it's gonna turn out. Because I'm still gonna fuck with whoever I want to fuck with and whoever fuck with me. And now that I'm starting to see the ones who fuck with me and who don't, y'all don't gotta worry about me. Y'all will get that dry ass what up though. Y'all won't get y'all names called. Y'all won't even get none of that.
Rerun.
It ain't no love lost with me. Y'all, these are people on the interweb. Y'all ain't never got to see me again, and I'll never got to see y'all again. I won't even think about you later on today. But I am going to bring this up. Because since I'm being lied on, I most definitely would like to address the people that's saying that I lie. Where's the lies? Pull up the lies.
Well, girl, just to let you know, I just did bring up a lie. Because last night in Smash's Live, you said you don't fuck with people that you don't know. You don't fuck with people that don't go after you first. I still have yet, and you never played the clip of when I talked at the 45-minute mark on Beast Mode's recording, from when I don't know, from when I don't care. I don't care. Pretty much she got pissed off because I called her out because she doesn't understand how to read a sentence, and she likes to put in her own pronunciations and reading into it and punctuation and all that. Sorry, girl.
I want to hear them. The only thing I said I ain't been doing is the Win It Wednesdays. Other than that, where is the lies? Please tell me where the lies at. The fuck with y'all? Y'all making them out to be some truth tellers.
I'm fast forwarding.
I don't need nobody lying on me like that.
Now, one of the things she's referring to, and I did not hear it, okay? I did not hear it, but from what I understand, Skittles was in a box. I'm not even sure of the conversation. I'm not going to speculate. But according to FWA, Skittles said that FWA called her a racist. FWA said I did not call her a racist. And it seems as though somebody in one of the boxes called Skittles a racist. I don't give a shit about that. I wasn't there. I'm not going to comment on it. I don't even know what it was about. But what I did show was the fact that she says she doesn't lie, which she does, and she doesn't go after people who don't go after her first, which is another lie. So FWA, do me a favor. Learn a lesson from this. If you're going to sit up there on your high horse, you better make sure what you say and what you do are the same thing. Because the biggest thing that destroys a platform is when you say one thing that's wrong and you do the same thing that's wrong. And people are onto your bullshit. You have embarrassed yourself so many times on this app, doing the same things you are now, saying, oh, I'm not pressed. Oh, nobody's going to bother me. Yet you fucking talk about it now. This live she had last night was an hour and a half. An hour and a half. Guys, listen, if Dora's in here, that's fine. I don't care if she's listening. It's just like, I don't care who's listening in here. As long as they're not saying any shit, saying any shit that's salty or goes sideways, it doesn't matter, guys. Don't worry about it. FWA, you are now going to receive the scammy treatment. And let me tell you what you've won, honey. What you've won now is you have won me streaming you. So whenever your ass goes on live, I'm going to be streaming you. And the only reason why I'm doing this is I don't give a shit what your platform's about. I don't care. Your platform is garbage. And without the YT drama over there, it's boring as hell and you've got no followers. You get about 50 to 80 followers when it's not YT drama. And as soon as you get that YT injection in there financially and drama-wise, you get upwards of 300, 350 people. We all know what you're doing. We all know what the fuck you're doing. So guess what, girlfriend? Every time you go live, I'm going to stream your ass now. Not because you're interesting, but because you don't like it. And you think for some reason you have the ability to tell people who can say your name, who can stream you, who can't. That's bullshit. So yes, I will be streaming you. And people will see exactly what you're all about, which is all about bringing in gifts, all about telling people to tap the screen. And if you're not tapping the screen, you're going to get blocked. And people need to send me gifts and this and that. Everybody will see on this side of TikTok how you work. And as usual, we'll see your numbers drop over time, and we'll see all of this side of TikTok drama leave your page, because you will have a falling out with people, and people are going to leave, and your money's going to drop, and then you're going to be back to being a nobody on this app. A nobody. You're going to be irrelevant again. But I'm going to stream you just to show people exactly what you're like and what you're all about. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. A true rerun, exactly. You're going to make fun of my looks, girl? Listen, you better fucking look like Whitney Houston, or you better look like freaking Julia Roberts in her heyday before you start making fun of what I look like, girl. Because you are Rerun's twin sister. And you can stick that where the sun don't shine. Yeah, whenever you go over there, whenever you go to her lives and you bring something up about somebody in their boxes, like calling them out for lying or whatever, you automatically get muted or blocked. Guess who else does that? Scammers. Scammers mods. Happens in Sean's lives all the time. Used to happen in Jen's lives. It happens in Maggie's lives. As soon as you say something against a person in her boxes that she likes, you get muted and blocked. Or, God forbid, you make a comment about somebody that sends her money. Oh, fuck that. You're doomed. So do what you want there, FWA, because let me tell you something. I've got 5 accounts. So if you want to send over your little yapping attack dogs to try to take my account down, good luck with it when I stream you. Good luck. People like you, people like Florida Man, people like you two, everybody who's listening has to realize they're nobodies. They are people behind a screen who have this bigger than this bigger persona, they think, that makes them untouchable and puts them to this higher level than everybody else, and everybody should be scared of them. Fuck that. They're just people with a platform and a microphone. And in FWA's case, she's living beyond her means, so she has to get money from TikTok and from her husband, as she put it, so she can live her lifestyle. But after your bullshit I heard last night, FWA, with the homophobic comment, with saying that it wasn't meant for everybody, it was meant for one person, fuck you. You know better than that. You know fucking better than that. Because again, somebody goes in your live and uses the N-word towards somebody, it's towards everybody. And you know that. I know that. But when you say it, everybody's supposed to switch gears and only hear that comment towards one person, and that's it. That's bullshit. You've pissed off a lot of people. You've pissed off a lot of people in my community. And because of that, as I said, you are now getting the scammy treatment. And let me tell you what happens with the scammy treatment. You get lots of press now. You want more viewers? Yeah, you know what? The viewers are going to come over here and watch your bullshit. Because a lot of the people that go in there when you have 350, 375 people because of all the YT drama, they'll come over here now. Because they don't want to be in your live. They don't support you. They just want to watch the drama. And they'll come over here now and we'll listen to your bullshit. And we'll listen to you grovel for a hand heart. And we'll listen to you grovel for people tapping or they get blocked. And we'll listen to you grovel for gifts, for the populas. That's what we'll listen to. She made a comment like, well, Scammy, you shouldn't even be covering scammers. Okay. As you said, nobody's going to tell me how to run my platform. Guess what, Miss Ma'am? Look at my track record with covering scammers and beggars. Look how many of them are no longer on here. Look how many of them because of a group effort of people. I had the proof of what she said. She's like, yeah, I'm out of here. Jubilee, I have not seen Snark at all. Not at all. She has not been going live. I haven't even seen her in people's boxes. I haven't seen her in Abood's or in Bilal's boxes. She has been nowhere. Nowhere. The last time I saw her in a box, she was in Sunshine's box or one of the Breezy's boxes. But she has been invisible. I don't know, Sky. But yeah, she has been, I haven't seen her in her own live for probably a week and a half. And she doesn't even talk about anything going on over in Gaza anymore. I have not even seen her bring it up. I think a couple weeks ago she was in one of the gentlemen's boxes, but she never even unmuted. Right, proud firewife? I guess not. Ever since it was her birthday, okay? And she was collecting money for herself for her birthday. And somebody made the comment to her, like, oh, I guess you're not too concerned about children starving on your birthday, huh? And that pissed her off. She hasn't been on. Don't know, Lily. Shawnee has not been on since yesterday when he was bitch slapped around favorited by me and Jackie and one of his mods not agreeing with him. So we'll see what happens with that. Yes, she does. She goes by the TikTok Snark, and it has the Palestinian flag. She goes by the TikTok Snark 2, which is like a slice of watermelon. She goes by Resist, and she also has Snark 3. And none of those, let me clarify that. Most of those accounts have not gone live. No, of course he won't, pennies from heaven. And remember, when I was in the box yesterday again with Sean, I said to him, what have I lied about? What was his answer again? You know what you lied about, Scammyclaus. You know what you lied about. Sean, I've been asking you for 6 months and you won't say it. Oh, you lie about everything. Shut up. Sugar boom boom. Thank you. So I think today, so I've got errands to do this afternoon and all that. But I think today we're going to end with a song that I am going to send out to my new best friend, FWA. Let me cue this beautiful bean footage up. I am so sick of these people on this app who think that they're more than everybody else. And they're actually less than a lot of us. Here you go, FWA. This is for you. Hold on, we got an ad right now.
From Television City in Hollywood.
FWA girl, I can tell you, we are going to have some good times coming up, girl. Yeah, temporary payouts. That's what it should be from her. Because one thing I am good at, FWA, I'll tell you this right now. One of the things I am good at is I am good at shutting off the money train. And I will say that. I will say that, as you would say, with 10 toes down. Here we go. Oh, let's go, Wi-Fi. Let's go. My Wi-Fi is definitely acting up. Hold on. I'm on my super duper duper old iPhone here. What a good girl. Well, you know, now I'm going to have to find a picture rerun, and I'm going to have to do a side-by-side. Because that's what I do on this side of TikTok. So, that's all I got, folks. I have a gut that Sean will not be on today. That's my gut. We'll see when. Not rerun. Yeah, Shirley was in that one. That was a good one. She was funny. Ruby Dooby. As of yesterday afternoon, he did not get the 100, which was why everybody was kind of shocked he didn't come back on last night. I think so too, Peps. Yeah, I got a lot of annoying things. Hey, Farrell Tracy, you being a racist, you would know. A racist? No, not a racist. Tracy, being a realtor, not a racist, a realtor, you would know this, okay? So I have the last month rent and security from my tenant. My realtor said that I have to open up a savings account with that money. So at the end of his lease term, I have to give that all back to him with the interest. Okay, I didn't think so. Because my point to my realtor was, why do I want to open up a savings account when I am going to actually have to pay every month to have that savings account, and money's going to be taken out of it? Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to deposit it in our savings account, and I'm going to, at the end of his lease, I'm just going to throw him like $30 on top of it, because that's more than he would have made on interest anyways. But I'm not going to freaking open up a savings account where I have to pay like $8 a month because it doesn't have sufficient amount of money in it. Yeah, in escrow, but I still think I have to pay a fee for that. Oh, it's a no fee? Okay. Sending you a clip of FWA. Okay. I'll put it in there, and then, if there's anything, questionable that she said or anything, I will absolutely replay that in one of my lives when I'm covering her. So, okay, peeps. I am going to get out of here. You guys have a wonderful afternoon. I'm sure I'll be back on later. Wait a minute, I just saw something. Oh, wait. Somebody said wait. Hey, rerun. There you go. What's happening? I need to take this picture. Hold on. Oh, that's freaking hilarious. Hold on, let me put this. Oh, it's not letting me. Let me see if I can. There's rerun. That's a good one. Okay, guys, listen, mods, thank you so much for coming in when I went on. Appreciate it. All the people in here, thank you so much. If you didn't see it, go check the video that I posted yesterday of all the fantastic organizations that money was donated to from the August gifts. We have an organization, I think it's called Backpacks USA, which supplies backpacks with supplies in it for kids in need. I also donated money to the ASPCA, and I also donated money to the American Cancer Society. Thank you for everybody for the gifts that you sent in August. And go back, if you're new here, go back through my videos. Every month, at the beginning of the month when I make the donations, I am very transparent on how much money I make on TikTok and where all that money goes. And you'll notice that the money that I give out is more than I get in. Because like you guys are donating to me, I want to donate some of my own personal money. Also, thank you so much, guys. I will see you guys later on. Bye-bye.